The FFA Creed by E.M. Tiffany. I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds, achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists, in the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits is pleasant as well as challenging, for I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which even in hours of discouragement I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, and the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, and less need for charity, and more of it when needed, and being happy myself, and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Thank you. U.S. citizens can benefit from the message of the FFA Creed because of what they take away from it. Personally, I take away that how can I benefit my quality of life as well as the life that's around me? Growing up, I never understood why I was different. When I was in deep concentration or thought on something, I would hold my breath and shake my arms. I'd never seen my siblings or other students do this. My parents and the doctors didn't quite understand either. It was something that I had to live with and cope with. In school, I would sit on my hands because I didn't want other students knowing my secret. I was embarrassed about it. Hearing the creed for the first time in 3rd grade, I fell in love. I didn't just daydream while my older sister practiced it in the living room. I was mesmerized. I wanted to recite the creed then and there. Unfortunately, I was in 3rd grade and I couldn't. But becoming a creed speaker was my dream. To me, it was an honor just to be able to say the creed in front of people. It was something that I was proud of. It was my goal to learn the FFA Creed, and I did. Today, the creed is still important to me and is relevant in our society. 2020 has affected the agricultural industry. It was going to be a great year. We had many new trade deals that everyone was excited about. Unfortunately, COVID-19 shut them down. We don't believe that we're living in history until we picture ourselves in the future. Looking back on 2020, we'll be able to say, that was our former struggles. And we'll be able to look back and see how we can change and become better through our struggles and discomforts. Living in 2020 is not pleasant. It's a year that we have no idea what's coming next. Scrolling through social media, everyone is posting about how 2021 is going to be a better year. But how do we know? When E.M. Tiffany wrote the FFA Creed in 1928, he didn't know there was a Dust Bowl or a Second World War in front of him. He was writing the Creed for a small group of FFA members. And the Creed was something he was passionate about. Students from the past and even today are still passionate about the FFA Creed. And what we take away from it and implement in our lives to show to others is important. That's why we believe.